Often, the world overlooks the potential of people with developmental disabilities. But Elim Christian Services is a ministry that moves beyond the world's view. We imagine a world where people with disabilities are cared for, not just because someone has to do it, but because the contributions they make are valued and sought after. And through its 4 major program areas on its main campus and in 15 Discovery locations, over 300 people work each day to help people move beyond their potential. It's not just about them, it's about us, honoring God and investing in the lives of people like Adam Thrall.
When Adam was in the early childhood program in our school district, his teacher recommended that we come here to observe and see what Elim was all about because we knew Adam could not be in the regular school system. Elim is an amazing place. Adam is loved here, and that love isn't just for Adam, it's for the rest of his family also. He makes us appreciate the simple things in life. A simple walk outside when the wind is blowing and the leaves are rustling through the trees. It just fascinates him, and we just take all that for granted. So when you're out with Adam and he's appreciating the simple pleasures God has given us, we really take note of what he's doing, and how he looks at the world is so basic and simple, but it really is what life is supposed to be.
He really challenges us because we see past autism and we see Adam. He just makes us committed to pulling out who he really is under the autism. And with that, we want to grow professionally, and we want to provide the best facility and get the best knowledge and know the best techniques and research.
The motivation for Elim's ministry comes out of a Christian worldview that proclaims each individual as a child of God with divine purpose and potential. Each person, whatever their disabilities, is fully equipped to glorify God.
Jesus says that whatever you've done for the least of these brothers of mine, you've done for me. And I just think that that's a profound implication for Elim as a ministry, that in serving the adults and the children here, that we are actually serving Christ. And I have learned a lot about the character of God from the adults we serve. In Ira, I have seen God's joy. In Guy, I see God's peace. And Liz has taught me about hope and faith. And John has taught me about perseverance. And each adult seems to have a different personality, character of God that they reveal to us. And it's just an awesome opportunity to come and to really see God daily here at Elim.
The full development of God-given potential requires a commitment to excellence, and this excellence has not gone unnoticed. The influence of Elim's expertise moves beyond its physical boundaries.
I spent 6 years as the Chief Executive Officer of the Chicago Public Schools. In Chicago, we benefited because Elim really provided superior educational services for many children that we referred to Elim who had serious learning disabilities and had special needs that the district could not provide. My experience with Elim was twofold. First of all, the services that they provided to children and teenagers who we had referred to Elim for special education services, and then of course our first-hand experience with some of their specific programs like Fast Forward. So it was a very beneficial experience, and we learned a lot from Elim. We continue to learn from Elim.
Just visiting Elim was a breath of fresh air. In fact, it's given us great encouragement to know that there are people who care that much about disadvantaged kids and kids with these kind of difficulties, and particularly autism in our case. And Elim was just so different than any other institution I visited. It just seemed bright and cheerful. The people were upbeat, and it was Christian. It's a living example and witness of what Christians ought to be doing in society. It's doing what the church ought to be doing. So when you do that, you're making the most powerful Christian witness. Until you have disability in your family, you don't think of disability. God can use it in some magnificent ways, as he has with my grandson. He can show love in ways that typical kids don't. I see how God has used Max as a tremendous blessing. And when you have in your family kids with disadvantages or adversities, you pour yourself into them and you think that you're being such a good person pouring yourself into them. Nah, you're getting a blessing. The more you love him, the more love comes back to you. It's the giving, it's not the getting.
Excellence at Elim comes through both nurture and challenge. Delivering the proper balance between the two is the result of a well-trained and passionate staff.
The teachers and therapists and administrators here are committed here. This isn't just a job to them. This is their lives. This is their purpose. This is why God put them on this earth. And that is where the difference is.
Elim is a place of hope and unconditional love. One only has to visit Elim to feel it. Whatever life baggage you carry when you come seems to be a little lighter when you leave. We are called to spread God's message of hope, the message you see lived out at Elim, to a world where hope is often lost.
The expertise, the hope, the faith, the love that emanates from a place like Elim can bring great hope to our world. And so as we serve as a resource center for best practices, we will be given the opportunity to take our best practices and help others apply them to dramatic need that exists in our world today.
Over 58 years of ministering to children and adults with disabilities has given us this message: the more we serve them, the more they teach us. Elim provides a service and a message the world needs to have and hear, particularly where there is little value assigned to lives of people with developmental disabilities.
We also recognize that something very special has happened at Elim. Something that God has given to us, God has given to our community, and we believe that we must share it. We cannot simply keep it for ourselves or our own community. We need to share it with other places in our nation and other places in our world.
As a community caring for people with developmental disabilities, we come to understand the paradoxical trilogy: we bless them, they bless us. Together, we honor God.
Adam's put purpose to our life and to my extended family's life. Adam is a blessing, and I couldn't imagine our lives without him.
As he went along, he saw a man blind from birth. His disciples asked him, "Rabbi, who sinned, this man or his parents, that he was born blind?" "Neither this man nor his parents sinned," said Jesus, "but this happened so that the work of God might be displayed in his life." John 9, 1-3.